Friends, happy Tuesday. I hope you are well. Let's get right into Nvidia here and the chaos that ensues in the market. I want to be totally transparent with you and be honest what I'm doing. This is what I'm doing. God knows I am not a financial advisor, professional, whatever you want to say here. I'm just a guy with a YouTube channel who's had some luck in the market like anyone else, just a blue-collar fella, whether you're a guy, female, whatever you want to be. So let's talk about Nvidia. Here we go. Today, I sold out. I sold out Nvidia, and here's my plan, and here's why I'm doing what I'm doing. First, let me say this before somebody writes me a great comment. I am extremely, if you don't know, I'm extremely bullish on Nvidia. Obviously, this is going to be the company within the next 5-10 years that runs the market, and obviously it already is. We're very aware of that. I think most people are if you've been watching what's going on here for the last 2 years even, but more so the last 6 months. Nvidia is in complete control of the market, leading the way here. So I sold today. I sold right under $107. It was right there somewhere. I don't have the thing in front of me, but I sold. And here's what I'm thinking what's going to happen with Nvidia. Today we had a bounce back in the market. Yesterday continued with chaos. We saw the market not really grabbing too much back yesterday. Actually a little more sell-off yesterday. Crypto is starting to come back, but still. Today with the market, it came back a little bit. It tried, but here's what I'm thinking is going to happen here, and this is just me, and I don't have the magic potion here of what is really going to happen. This is just kind of my thoughts on this and what I feel comfortable doing. I think August is going to be a very violent month for the stock market. I think there's a lot of unknowns coming here, and these unknowns that I'm talking about, they simply evolve around the world. There's a lot of scary stuff going on with countries right now. If you're watching the news, a lot of talks the three-letter words coming up a lot that starts with W. That's coming up a lot here, and those kind of things, they really damage the market. And not only that, we have election stuff every week. There's something new about this election every week. And with that, it's just there's just so much going on. And will rates be cut in September? I doubt it. I highly doubt it. Jerome said maybe, who knows, but don't count on it. You can't really bet that it's going to happen. Really, what I am considering here is just I'm going to buy, sell Nvidia. I think Nvidia is just going to have a kind of a slow tumble down to $89, $90 even. For people that aren't aware and they're saying, well, Nvidia can't go to $90. That's impossible. Nvidia is not going to go to $90. Friends, it already did. Yesterday, the 5th, Nvidia went to $92. So that kind of told us something right there. That kind of told us, hey, Nvidia's okay with going to 92, and it's okay to bounce back. So there's really no reason that Nvidia needs to do well right now. And really, I'm going to be honest, the only reason I think the market is doing okay today is because Palantir, the little brother, what I'm kind of looking at it right now with Nvidia as another huge AI stock here, cleaned up a lot of the mess in the market here as of the last 24 hours, because Palantir came out with just crushing numbers. I mean, their numbers were they blew their quarterlies out of the water, then kicked them into space, and they're in orbit. I mean, just once again, I don't want to talk about Palantir, but just a phenomenal company, and that's going to be just something you're going to retire on. So with that, people got the ball rolling again here with AI stocks, but I do believe that will die off here sooner than later. It's only Tuesday in the market. So will Nvidia continue to go up from here? Now, maybe. Nvidia could go to 110. I think that's very possible. But really what I'm banking on here, I'm banking on Nvidia slowly bleeding down to $100. Then $97, then $95, then back to 92. And once we get to 92, it will be very interesting to see if Nvidia can really go, you know what, we're having some more trouble in the market, we're having some more trouble in the news cycle, in the world, and investors are going to go, you know what, I'm gonna take a break here. I'm gonna take my money. I'm gonna sit out for a moment, and then we're gonna see a big drop in Nvidia. We're gonna see Nvidia go to $85. Then we're gonna see Nvidia go to $80. Now, people going, that's impossible. That's impossible. Maybe. I'm not trying to doom and gloom, put a doomsday on Nvidia here. I'm not. I love Nvidia, but I am an investor. I am selfish. I want all the Nvidia. I want it as cheap as we can get it. That's what you should be wanting right now. This isn't a bad thing if you're long-term in Nvidia. What you want to see here is Nvidia had this moment of doubt, had this moment with investors having weak hands to where you can come in and either take profit, buy back in, or just average yourself out. My situation was I could take profit, I sold it, and I'm going to buy back in at a lower rate because I'm pretty confident, and it may not be this week, but within the next week or two, Nvidia more than likely will fall back down to this $90 range. And if it doesn't, I'll have to buy back in at a higher rate. But we've seen these kind of things happen in stocks that were very, just on fire at their time. We saw this in Tesla. We've seen this in Tesla more than once. And Tesla has showed us more than once, hey, it can fall. So like I said in the beginning of the video, this is totally what I'm doing. This is my strategic plan to acquire as much Nvidia as I possibly can. I'm still adding money to Nvidia, but I'm wanting to freshly get in as low as I can. Now, I understand it is going to take a lot of money to be ripped out of Nvidia at this point to sustain this $90 mark and even go to $80. It's going to take a lot. It's going to take another shift of doubt. But I do believe we will see more doubt in the market here. We may not see a huge crash like we saw last week, or really going into this week. But what we will see is that investors will lose more doubt if the market does not continue to rebound faster. Yesterday in the market was just, it was a bad day, obviously. I don't think I need to go over that. And I think we obviously knew today was going to be a little bit of a bounce back. And I think most people played this today with stocks in general. They sold because they're like, you know what? I don't know. If you were able to sell out and take a little bit of profit or even just escape with your money, I think a lot of people did that today. And that's not to say anything bad towards those people. That's just to say, like, hey, we believe there's going to be a little more doubt in the market, and we believe we can add more money to our positions but get in at a lower rate. That's investing. That is investing. And this isn't a golden opportunity right now where you can really set yourself up for the future of what a lot of stocks are going to be doing, Nvidia especially. I firmly believe that Nvidia will be a stock that 10, 20 years from now, a lot of people will become millionaires off this stock. I believe within the next 20 years, Nvidia could split maybe 3 to 4 more times. If you look at their track record splitting, they're not ashamed. They're not bashful to split. I mean, this happens quite a bit with them. Not to mention a lot of AI stocks in general. We're in the very genesis stage of where a lot of these companies are and where they're going. As hard as that is to believe right now, it's really the truth. So friends, that is my 2 cents. I just want to be transparent on what I'm doing. I am very bullish on Nvidia. I think this time next year, Nvidia will probably be back to $200 if we get our market back. If we get a bull market, we get rates down, we get some kind of decency in our, American market with jobs, with, how much basic things cost in the household. We will see the market come back. Use this moment as good. Use this moment to say, hey, I'm going to start buying back in. And if you're comfortable buying Nvidia at $105, $110 and keeping it, do it, man. Do you. But play this how you need to play it. Don't be ashamed how you play it. Just make sure you're in the game. That's the main thing. So friends, I wish you all the best of luck, and I will talk to you very soon. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.